Peace and blessings, confessors. How you doing? How your mama doing? All right, it is Sunday, December 19th, and we are about to get into some things. First of all, I want to say thank you for tuning in to my very first weekend roundup with Confessions of a Reality Queen. Yours truly. Be sure to come back every weekend to see what I am talking about. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to let you know what we will be talking about tonight, which is Ready to Love, Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. We're going to get into the gossip later. The challenge finale, the Life After Lockup finale, Hip Hop Boot Camp finale, and the Secessions finale. Now, no, Secessions is not a reality TV show, but it is my shit. So, we're going to be talking about it. And after that, we're going to get into some news and hot topics that's going on in Hollywood and entertainment. So, shall we? We shall. First off, we're going to talk about Ready to Love. Honey, it seems like half the cast went home this Friday, did it not? Now, last week they left us on a cliffhanger, letting us know rather if Nye was going home or if Cornelius was going home. But many of us who are fans of the show and watch it faithfully, when we saw Camille crying the way that she was, we already knew that it was going to be Cornelius going home. And of course, at that point, we're like, well, she just going to self-evict. And that's exactly what she did. So at the beginning of the episode, Camille and Cornelius left. Camille left with her man. How you like that? Now, after they had went home, the retreat is over, and now everyone is getting into the nits and grits of what happened at the retreat and trying to get serious on not only who their tops hopefuls are, but their number one hopeful. Okay? So, now, the biggest thing of all, and we might as well get to it, is who? Dante and Aisha got very, very close at the retreat. And at that point, Dante decided that he wanted to keep it moving with Aisha. And he let her know that. And I thought that was beautiful. But he still had a little bit of unfinished business with Zadia. So he met up with Zadia. And I already could tell that it was the left because he came with the what's up. Now you already know. If you feeling someone and you thought that person was feeling you, that what's up is not what's up. But he hit her with the what's up. And her body language, her demeanor, and her everything. Like she already knew what was good. Especially how he did her at the retreat. How could she not? Woman's intuition, she knew. So, like the gentleman that he is, he let her know what was good and all of that business. And she just came with the attitude still. It was just, right? So, after all was said and done, she got up and she gracefully left. But no, it wasn't graceful at all. No. Because when she got up, she made little points saying, good luck with Aisha and her long talks that she ain't been talking about nothing. Look, that was a low blow. But she left. Then she came back and she acted a whole damn fool. She got all up in his face, pointing in his nose, and just loud. Now, I am all for support of the black woman. I don't ever want to tear us down. But you got to call a spade a spade. And that spade was aggressive. That was very aggressive how she came at Dante. And kudos for Dante for not clapping back at her because he could have and he should have. Now, I feel production should have stopped it. But they didn't. They let it continue. Now, after freaking, it's time to let somebody go, right? So Cornelius meets with Zadia and he lets her know, darling, your time is up. And she knew her time was up because she knew she shouldn't have done that. So she left at the end of the show. But right before the show goes off, you see Nye coming to Tommy. And he's telling Tommy, look, Zadia was my number one, my only one. I don't have any reason to continue this without her here. And if you peep game, Tommy tried to tell him, like, look, you wasn't her number one, G. Think about it. If she went off like that with Dante, why do you think that is? You know, a lot of people are seeing what Nye wasn't seeing. But Naeem still decided to end his journey. So Naeem also left at the end. So that was 4 people eliminated or self-eliminated, what have you, in one episode. And so there you have it. And for next week, the men will be meeting the ladies' family, I believe, or maybe the other way around. But the cast is meeting more of their hopefuls peoples. And that's what's going to be going on next week. So that is that for Ready to Love. Now, let's get into the challenge real quick. Now, we had the season finale of the challenge, which was the bomb, of course. And it was even greater because CT won. Uncle CT is in the building and he won. I was so happy. Now, he also won along with Casey. At the end of it all, they all had to split up into partners. Casey and CT were partners and they won. And they won the whole $1,000,000. Now, the kicker was they were able to split it if they wanted to give any to the others that were in the final with them, or they could keep it all for themselves. And they decided to give the other 4 finalists $50K each. And I thought that was the bomb. That was real, real dope. And that was Kyle and Tori, who were also partners together. They came in second. And then Devin and Emmy, who came in third. And I just want to give a big ups to Emmy because this was Emmy's first season. She was a rookie, and she was the only one who made it to the end. And not only that, but Emmy was thrown into the layer many, many, many times. And she won each one and came back stronger. So she is a beast. Just for that alone, I feel next season, put some respect on her name. She is a vet. That woman came in a vet. She didn't even come in no rookie because she came playing like a vet. So, Emmy, big ups to you, darling. You did that. So, next week will be a reunion. So, let's see really if they split it and what happened after, because a lot went on this season. A lot of people left and we don't know why. So I hope we get to the bottom of some things. Now, you know, they go wild on social media during the season, and there was a lot of back and forth and this and that. Too much for me to even say because I don't want to get it wrong. But they was going in, and they always do. So that's that for the challenge. Now let's get on to hip hop boot camp. Oh, okay. Now, I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, this is what we got this season when I saw the previews for this season. But I ended up loving this season. It was really, really dope. Really was. I mean, you had the Toxics, of course, because of Ciroc and Amber. So that was just on a whole nother level. But I was so glad Molly Mall left. Oh my goodness. I cannot stand to look at him. He is just so fake. But I love Treasure. I love Treasure. Anyway, big up to Treasure. But the biggest thing was that Nori, he proposed the right way finally and gave his woman a ring. It was so beautiful. She finally got what she wanted. And she's going to open up her juice bar, which I believe is already open at this point. Because if you go to her bio, it says it in her bio. And that was pretty dope. I really liked that Moni and her dude. Okay, I like that they, trying really hard, but I don't know why they decided to stay together. Even Dr. Ish was like, "What? That's what we doing? I tried to tell y'all. Y'all don't want to listen. See, don't nobody really want to be listening to Dr. Ish. And he ain't a doctor for no reason. He know what he's talking about." But, however, it was good. Everybody basically stayed together except Srock and Amber. So, but they still riding or dying with each other. If you look on their social medias right now, he just wished her happy birthday with all of the love and respect. And, after time goes on, you settle it down. You're like, okay, maybe I overreacted. So, obviously, all is swept under the rug with them, and everything looks fine with them. So, that was that for the finale of Hip Hop Boot Camp. So, let's swing on down. Whew. To Love and Marriage Huntsville. Child, baby, baby, baby. First and foremost, Carlos King, my dude, Carlos the King, that I have named him, did his damn thing hosting this 3-part reunion, honey. Now, just so you know, Mr. Carlos cannot let anybody else do this reunion anymore. I hope he knows that, and I hope he realizes that, and I hope he does just that. Because anything besides him at this point is watered down, and we don't want to accept it. And no one's going to really accept it. Carlos, you did the damn thing with this interview. You asked the questions that had me clutching my pearls. I should have worn them just for the show because I needed something to clutch. Now, my thing was, I cannot believe that he actually asked Miss V about the sex tapes between Marceau and Maurice's brother. That took me out. I said, what? Not even the mamas is off limits? I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. But he did. And Miss V denied it. Not saying that it's true, but she denied that it exists. She also denied that there was any relationship between them at all. But Marceau says no. No. They may not be no sex tape or none of that, but they definitely had a relationship. And that could be. If she want to deny it, whatever. That's her grown business. They ain't really had no business bringing that up anyway. She ain't an original cast member. She's the mom of a cast member. She's Melody's mom. So that's why I was shocked that Carlos even brought that up. But kudos that he did, because who else was going to ask that? And I'm sure a lot of people had remembered that. It wanted to know. I mean, it was one of those unresolved issues or, that we never figured out. So we still don't really know because Miss V denied it. And, if she want to deny it, whatever. But the fact that he asked that, period. So, what really went on? Yes, Martell had not introduced the kids to his son yet. So, that was still a big factor. However, we'll get into that in a second. Let's just stay at the reunion, shall we? Now, Kimmy and Tish, I thought they would have made up by now. I didn't know it was that bad between them. But I understand. It does seem like Tisha is spoiled in that sense, feeling that she has some right to feel some type of way or have some special treatment with Kimmy, and she should be treated differently because she's her sister. But let's understand, they are sisters through marriage. It's not like they're blood sisters. And Kimmy ain't got time for that, and she said it. And she got time for the mama, and she said it. Miss Wanda is a whole nother situation. Tisha comes with baggage, if you will. And the baggage is Miss Wanda, her mama. But you know what? I ain't mad at Miss Wanda because, for one thing, that's her daughter. And she gonna stick up for her daughter. And how I feel is Miss Wanda says what Tisha is too scared to say. And especially too scared to say to Marceau. So that's my take on Miss Wanda. Love her, hate her. When she comes on the screen, though, she's giving you something to talk about each and every time. And that's how I see it. She is good for TV. Now, what else was talked about? What really matters is what's going on now. But first, let's talk about secession. No, let me go back first. One thing, Carlos, you kind of dropped the ball a little bit. You fumbled it a little bit. I did not recall him asking Marceau about his depression. And if I felt that he was going to go there with Miss V asking her about a sex tape, I felt that he should have went there and asked Marceau about whether or not he has an illegitimate out in these streets like everyone is saying and has been saying for quite some time. And he likes to play around and joke with at certain times. And he has accused Tish of cheating. So I wish that Carlos would have jumped on that a little bit. However, that stuff wasn't brought up in the show, so I guess you couldn't really say nothing. Now, the baby, the illegitimate child, has not been brought up, but Marcel's cheating has been brought up, and I don't think Carlos covered that enough. I really just don't. And that's my thing. And I just want to say kudos to Dr. Francis because I wish Dr. Francis would have made a little debut. He really should have because he is the MVP of this season because he went through it with all of them, basically. All of them. So kudos to Dr. Francis. And that sums up Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm so upset it's already gone off. I already wanted to come back home, but they are already filming. I don't think they stopped filming according to Destiny. I had jumped on live with her after the second part of the reunion aired, and I asked her, when is y'all coming back? And she said, child, Carlos ain't gave them no break. So I guess the cameras are still rolling. And they have been awarded 31 new episodes for a fourth season. So it's a lot going on in real time while the cameras are rolling. So we should be hearing about the illegitimacy next season, if anything. Come on, we've got to get on this world of Marceau and his cheating behavior and his infidelity. Okay. That is that for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now let's talk about Succession. No, like I said, Succession is not reality. But come on now, Succession is the motherfucking shit. And I don't know nobody who ain't on it who don't love it. Now, if y'all ain't familiar with Succession, please let me put y'all up on game just a little bit. Succession is about this big, huge, rich-ass family who basically is control of the news. They control the news, media, and all of that jazz. It kind of reminds me of some Rockefellers and Rothschilds, actually, if you ask me. Because it's a rich-ass family, and you can tell that they have their ways about them, if you will. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But you have the head, the patriarch, the man of it all, which is Roy. That's the name of the family, but I call him Roy. He's the dad. He is the He's a motherfucker first and foremost, and he has 3 kids, a daughter and 2 sons, and they have quite a dysfunctional relationship between themselves and with dad. And this was the season finale. Now, just a little bit of a quick background. You know what? No, just watch it. And I just want to put y'all up on game. That is it. Because I can't even remember shit right now, and I don't want to get too much into it and say the wrong thing. But all I'm going to say is Kendall is the oldest son, and they do not like each other, and Kendall put him on blast in front of the entire world, and him and Kendall have been going back and forth on trying to take control of everything, and it's just a shitstorm. But if y'all ain't up on Succession, please get up on Succession. Now, let's get into some gossip that has been going on these past week and a half, shall we? Let's start off with something light. Now, Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian has been frolicking around lately with Pete Davidson still. Is it really real still is what we really want to know, but it seems to be that it's real, and she does not want to be back with Kanye. Now, excuse me, because Ye has also just changed his name to just Ye. So let me give the man some respect. Ye. Now, Ye has been asking and begging and pleading basically in public to have Kim and his family back together. And Kim is not having it. She is completely done. She is upset about the things that he has said about her and their relationship and his behavior. And she don't want no more parts of it. And she doesn't want it so bad that she has filed to be legally separated and single, and she wants to drop West from her last name. Kardashian's last West. She wants to go back to just simply being a Kardashian. If that don't say I don't want you back, I don't know what do. So I don't know how much longer Kanye is going to keep up trying to get her back. But it looks like she's having a very good time with Pete. Pete Davidson, that is, from SNL. Shout out to SNL, which is also my shit. And while we're on it, I want to give a shout out to Paul Rudd, who is one of my favorite white boy actors, who just became a member of the 5 Times Club. I don't know if you call it, but past Saturday, last night, was Paul Rudd's 5th time hosting SNL, and he got the jacket, which was so great. Steve Martin was there. Tom Hanks was there. And it wasn't as much as a celebration or an episode as you would want it because of the whole COVID situation, and they didn't want everybody there, so they kind of pre-recorded a lot, showed some old stuff, but there was some new stuff in there. But Paul Rudd got his 5-time role, which was awesome. So big ups to Paul Rudd, sexiest man of the year according to People. Now, on to some more gossip. Now, while we were just on the topic of Kim Kardashian, let's talk about her sister, Khloe Kardashian. What we really gonna talk about is her messed up baby daddy, Cornball, a.k.a. Tristan Thompson. Now, we ain't calling him that no more. I'm referring to him as Cornball. So I hope y'all remember this. When y'all hear me say Cornball, we know who we talking about. Now, let's get into this, because this is real salacious, okay? Now, on Cornball's 30th birthday, let's give a rundown of the whole thing. On Cornball's 30th birthday, him and Khloe got back together. And after they got back together, he went out for his 30th birthday, and he had sex with a personal trainer by the name of Mara Lee Nichols, and resulted in a baby boy who she just had a couple of weeks ago. Yes, he had a whole entire baby on Khloe on the night that she just took him back for previously cheating with somebody else. He is for the streets. He is community peen. That's all he is. Straight up. Now, while all of this is going on, Cornball is not happy about it. So he has filed a gag order against her so she can't talk about it. And he tried to file suit to have the whole child support case and all of that stuff done in Texas, which is where they conceived the baby. But he lives in California and she just moved to California, rumors say herself, not even 20 miles away from Cornball. So everything is being done in California. And if that's the case, Marley about to get it, because if that's his baby. That's your baby. Okay? That's your baby. Now now since all of this has come out, Marley has been pretty active on social media, putting out little, you know, messages, subliminal and all of that jazz. And she don't want no parts of him no more. She just want that child support, if you will. That's all she needs to take care of her baby. Now, you can find a lot of back and forth going on between them if you just go to my Instagram at Confessions of a Reality Queen. I do post about it a lot as it goes on, so you can try to catch up through the post there. And that's what's going on. Now, what else is going on in these streets? I can't really remember. Oh, Jen Shah from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It ain't looking good for your girl. Her homeboy Stewart, who is her assistant and makes her money and all of this stuff, he's ready to talk, baby. He is ready to talk. And if he's ready to talk, that means he made the deal. And if he made a deal, that means it's not looking good for your girl. Now, Jen Shah was already supposed to get up to 10 years in prison. Now it's looking like 15 or 20. And I don't know if she can handle that. I really, really don't. We're going to just pray for her if she didn't do it. But if she did, hey. Now, in other Housewives news, it seems that Miss Lenithia, Nene Leakes, Nene has moved on. I guess she has mourned Greg enough. And she's already moved on to what is rumored to be a married man. Now, she's been seen with him, kissing him and all of that jazz. So it looks like they are together. But it says that he has a wife. He is married. I don't know what happened to that whole thing, close your legs to married men, but I don't think Nene got her own memo. You know what I'm saying? I guess not. Now, what else is going on out here? I can't think of nothing else. I have took 28 minutes of y'all time. This is my first video, so I'm going to let it be good right here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all come back next weekend. I will be in a better spot. I am at work right now, just so y'all know. See this? This is work. This is my work bag. Can't show all that. But, yes, I am at work. It's been 28 minutes, means my break is up. And I haven't even eaten yet. I've been talking with y'all, which I enjoy doing. So, again, if you didn't before, please like, because I know you liked it because we got the end. Please subscribe, because if you like this, you're going to like the next. And put on that reminder so you know when I'm dropping. I will be dropping every weekend. I'll let y'all know if I don't on my Instagram. That's why I need to go follow me on Instagram and see what I be doing up on Instagram, because that's where I started, on Instagram. And I just want to say what's up and hey to all the confessors that are watching and that have supported me in my day one confessors. Y'all is the MVP. I loves y'all. Y'all is the ish. And on that note, I'll see y'all next weekend. Peace and blessings. Mwah.